Joining me on Tarot Machine. This is your monthly tarot reading for the month of December 2016, and this will be for the sign of Cancer. So let me go ahead and give these cards a shuffle and see what energies you'll be working with for the month. And also, let me give some love cards a shuffle to see what love energies you'll be working with for the month. Okay, for the first week of December 2016, and you could be going through this right now, it'll be the Six of Cups in reverse, the Hangman in reverse, and the Nine of Cups. The first card, the Six of Cups in reverse, is you probably for this week is going through a period that you're tired of thinking about old stuff or repeating old actions or doing stuff that you did in the past that didn't bring you no type of benefit or any type of resolution, and you've been thinking about, you probably in the past month was thinking about all stuff you did before that was successful, and it's showing that you're kind of tired of doing the stuff as the same old. You probably thinking about you tired of thinking about old relationships or old work situations or old problems that appear in your life from the past, and trying to move past that point to interject a new way of doing stuff without reverting back to old behaviors or whole old ways of doing stuff. And the second card for the first week you will be feeling is the Hangman in reverse. So it's basically you got off a fence a on got off the fence of seeing some of making a decision between two things, and maybe that one of the two things was you pondering of doing something that you did before. So you got off the fence and finally made a decision. You finally got all the information that you need to see both sides of a situation. You already weighed your pros and cons against whatever you was facing. You already took time out to look at the situation from both ends to see if it was going to be a benefit or not a benefit. So it's saying that you're ready to move on and go with the decision that you made to move forward to bring some kind of abundance in your life. The last card you have for the week is the Nine of Cups in the upright. Nine of Cups is whatever decision you have made to get off the fence is going to bring you your wishes. It's going to bring a result that you was hoping and looking for to in your life. It's no matter if it's a work situation or a family situation, but it's going to bring luck to it. It's going to bring a sense that you made the right decision by not doing something old and getting off the fence and deciding to do something new, and it's showing that your wishes will be fulfilled. In your love aspect, you have the Four of Cups in reverse. So if you're single, you is basically getting offers to you, and they all seem interesting to you. So maybe you decided that for your love aspect, that you was tired of ignoring different types of people or sitting back waiting for a specific type of person to come to you. And basically what it's showing is, with the weekly attached to it, that you decided to take on offers of people that's coming to you to offer their love to you, but you also within that made a decision that you're not picking up the same type of relationship that you had before, and it ends up being a lucky strike for you to find somebody that is a perfect match for you. If you are already couple, it's showing that you're as a couple has decided not to do the same old thing in your relationship for the first week of December. You're deciding to venture outside of your box to incorporate something new. Whatever ideas is being brought by your companion, you're thinking they're good ideas to incorporate in your relationship to build something better for you. And what it's saying is, with the Nine of Cups, it ends up being a more successful um goal in your relationship, and it comes with a tangible or a more fulfillment in your relationship. For the second week of December, for Cancer, they have the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Devil upright, and the Eight of Wands. um the Queen of Cups is a person that you could be dealing with. Usually, she is very controlling of her environment based on her emotions. She know how to balance her emotions in a certain way to get the certain results she want physically, and knows how to bring them in. What it's showing is that you may be coming across this person, or you may be feeling like this, that you don't have no heart into whatever you put it in. You being very detached from the hearts, from your heart center. Whatever you being involved with for the second week of December, it's not striking your heart, and you don't feel like putting a nurturing factor on it. It's just basically, it's like you they bringing it to you, whatever offers, you trying to get connected through it, through a hard space, and it's showing that it's just not striking you. And it also is showing that, also with the Queen of Cups in reverse, that you could be coming off real finicky. Basically, it's saying that you're being real finicky, picky, guarding your heart space. Basically, you're not trying to let somebody come in. You becoming cold hearted when people is coming at you with any kind of thing that they may think it would be a benefit from you. You being very cold hearted at this point. The second card you have for the week is that, for the second week, is the Devil upright. So you gonna be in a process that you're chained to something. It's something that is in your external environment, or it is a habit that you being chained to. Maybe you haven't been chained to the habit of always presenting yourself to be cold-hearted to other people, and that could be one of the things that is kind of um ruining you to move forward, and you're chained to that behavior because you feel that people that come at you may want to kind of use you, or take advantage of you, or you is guarded in that way that you feel that if anybody brings you something, it's going to have a hurtful aspect, and it's going to hit you straight to your heart. You could be chained to that, or you could be chained to a habit. With it being a cup, you could be chained to being drinking too much. It's the holidays, and people, for the month, for the whole month, when it's a holiday, people go, they be invited to different parties and stuff. So you could be overindulgent, and that's the habit you probably have to break for the month to see stuff. Let that not affect your physical realm of you bringing something in. The last card you have is the Eight of Wands in the upright. So whatever is happening fast. It's information that's coming to you at fast. Maybe it's co-workers bringing up this attitude to you, and they is rushing to tell you that, okay, you being cold hearted, boom, boom, boom. They putting, these are information or opinions are coming from the outside, and they're being very, it's coming at you fast. It's showing that whatever's coming at you, you're trying to have control to it. And maybe another thing is that you like to react on stuff real fast. So basically, if somebody tell you something that might can be a benefit for you, you react real fast with your heart, and then you get stuck in this pattern that you keep doing it. So that'd be one thing. Plus, it can show you have a lot of drive, but you have a lot of internal drive that goes towards something else. There's more of you have an internal drive, not more on a hard space. You may have a drive more on a physical space for to obtain something that's better, or you might be more in your head. You might be thinking about more about money than thinking about stuff for the second week of December that have something to do with your heart, and you have drives to go in that direction via versus using your heart to navigate you to a certain goal. For your love aspect, you have the King of Swords in reverse. So in the week, you could be dealing with a King of Swords in your relationship factor if you single, or meeting somebody when you're single, that this person, they're dogmatic. They coming off very dogmatic, and plus with this King of Cups that you could be trying to get, King of Swords, I mean, that you're trying to bring in, or you find is they're interesting. They could be rushing in on you, but the one problem is they may be dogmatic. They may use their words real bad. They may have a habit that they're addicted to and not telling you. They just rushing up on you and not really presenting their heart to you. They not really doing that. They just coming at you. They being very dogmatic. You can see how they talk to other people, of being cold to other people when you're around them, and a third party comes in your spirit and they talking real crazy, and you see that, and they're a person to rush and jump off real bad with their emotions. If you already with somebody, what it's saying is that you as a couple, one of you can be cold hearted for the week, or they is having a bad habit is affecting your relationship. And I'm not going to say it's going to cause it to go down faster than you think, but that could be a possibility. Maybe it's the way they being too dogmatic, and it's sending your relationship rocketing down real fast. It's like you never expected it to happen. That you thought you was on solid ground, but all this new behavior that's coming up in your relationship is turning each of you off of each other, and it's doing it at a fast pace. The thoughts are coming through so fast that it's like, oh, okay, it's like I can't, I want to get away from this person. You know what I'm saying? But for that aspect, it's just let the week ride out for the second week and see what the third week is going to bring you when it comes to both of your relationship. And y'all both may be at a state of rushing each other, or being addicted to certain things in your relationship that is not beneficial. And it could be a habit of one of your partners being very embarrassing, kind of, when they around other people, and you see that, and they coming off way too stern, or they coming off way too dogmatic in a group conversation, and you're seeing that. For the third week of December, and it's the holiday week, you have the World upright, Temperance in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. The World means that for the week, that the change is about to come. Change will always come during a holiday week and Christmas. Maybe this is the first Christmas that you have everybody with you, and it brings a new sense, a new kind of luck or change to your environment for that one week. It brings you a aspect of kind of a little luck, uh, things going in a more positive direction when it comes to your atmosphere or your sphere. when it comes to the world. The second card you have is temperance in reverse. It's showing that because of the holiday, you're not having a lot of patience with the people that is around you, and that could bring a sudden change to the world, your world around you. It's showing that you losing kind of a state of balance when dealing with other people. It's saying that because all these people is grouping in, that they're throwing your balance off of something that you normally do all the time and have control over all the time. So you might have to watch that for the actual third week in December. The last card you have is the King of Cups in reverse. So the King of Cups is, it could be a person around you, or you could be having this feeling that the King of Cups, there is a person when they in the reverse, they become super butt hurt. So what it is you might have to watch your words, around this person, because they are always in their feelings. Their egos is always crushing. You could be dealing with a person that no matter how you talk to them, they feel that you're damaging their ego or damaging their livelihood, or they can have this negative spin that no matter what you said, they have a negative spin and they draw in on that. And they could be a person that you seen them as one way, and then somebody says something to them, and then all of a sudden this thing kind of rolls out. And that's maybe that person you dealing with is causing you not to have a complete, causing you to lose your temper with that person, because you're at a state of always trying to correct that person, and that's bringing a change on your world. Good or bad is changing how your dynamics around how other people fit in your world. For your love aspect, you have the Knight of Swords in the upright. If you're single, the Knight of Swords is a person that usually rushes in, and they very into their head. They know how to use words to get what they want. They rush in, and they're the charmer. So the one thing, if you're single, you meeting somebody that's very verbally charming, and you could be levitating to a person like that for the third week of December, that they uses their words in such a way that they intrigue you. They got you kind of drawed into them. So, but the one aspect about it, this person could change your world if you let the person in. But what it's going to require you to do is have patience, because sometimes with a knight and they always in their head, they can over talk somebody, or they can overthrow too much information and the thing goes over a person's head. And but the person, at one thing about it is, he may be too much in their feelings and causing you to not have a good balance in the relationship. That's one thing you have to watch out for. If you are already coupled with somebody, it's showing that your companion, you or your companion, or both of you, are all on the same page mentally. Y'all both is ready to take mental action towards something that will better your relationship. Even though it gives you that sense, you can believe it will change your atmosphere or your world as a couple, but it's going to require both of y'all to practice a state of patience on it, or a state of balance on it, so that it can work out its full plan if it's something new that you're trying to incorporate in your relationship. Even though one of you might get their feelings hurt, or get hurt in the process, or take it too much too hard. If you're trying to bring this change into the relationship, it's just you both have to require patience, because what it's showing is that it can be a benefit for you and give your world as a couple a different spin on it. It can bring it to another level, but it's going to require patience and kind of withdraw and not put your feelings into it. For the last week of December 2016 for Cancer, you got the Two of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Five of Cups. So the Two of Cups is you ready. Uh, the cups is usually, they say, it's a relationship. It's any kind of coupling with somebody, somebody that you feel that could be a benefit. It can be a actual business thing too, that you get a offer to work with somebody, and you feel that this union on this contract is beneficial and it holds something dear to your heart. So you could be getting an offer like that. It could be somebody stepping in offering their love to you, but you feel it's a positive and emotional satisfying thing that you would get by linking with somebody else, not really in a big group, but linking one on one to get a tangible benefit. The second card you have is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The Nine of Pentacles usually shows that you very balanced and you got everything you need financially. When it's in reverse, it's still a possibility that is out there. It's just you're not feeling that financial or physical abundance around you. You're second guessing what you have around you, but not really looking at what you have. And maybe with this new deal or whatever, it's requiring money, so it throws. First you was comfortable, then you decided to go into business with somebody on a one-on-one thing, and it requires an investment, so it throws your abundance around you off because you have to put in some cash to start this business up. So it's saying that the abundance around you, I ain't gonna say it's not stable. It's just you didn't expect that to come out your pocket, and it's throwing you off, and you have to re-examine, is your abundance around you really stable, or is you really comfortable with it? And that's what it is. It's more of a re-examining your finances and anything tangible to really check if it's really a true thing, or it's just a thing on numbers, or or could you do more to keep that standard up of what you consider abundant around you. The last card you have is the Five of Cups in reverse. The Five of Cups is basically crying over old issues without realizing that you still have way to go, or you still have room to grow. So you got two cups basically in this reading. So you have two cups that's left over from the Five of Cups of you being over, crying over an old issue that didn't go right for you, and you still got two cups to move, plus you got two cups there. So technically you got four cups to work with when you realistically say, adding numbers up. So that's showing that you can pick yourself up and keep moving, because it's showing that you still have room to grow and obtain something and put something in effect for 2017 that could be tangible. But it's showing that you're going over old, crying over old stuff that didn't work out in your favor. But it's showing in the general part that you still got a lot of room to grow and move forward and take it to 2017. The last card you have for your love aspect is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So basically, if you're single, what it's saying is you're kind of tired of meeting people in a group aspect. You probably is tired of people trying to hook you up with somebody, and it doesn't work out, and it got you crying because it was an old move you want to try something else to um bring in a relationship. And it's showing that the Three of Pentacles is usually hard work. It is hard work, but it seems like it's not really, you're not really trying to work with others to help you find a relationship. And that's why I said you probably at the aspect that you tired of other people trying to hook you up with a relationship. You ready to do more of a one-on-one thing. With the two of cups, that is proving a one-on-one thing. So you could be at that aspect for the last week of meeting people. You're tired of doing the group thing of meeting people. You want to do something more on a one-on-one to meet somebody. If you already in a relationship with your have somebody in your family, it's showing that you and your companion ain't meeting eye to eye on physical on stuff that's physically in your relationship. It's just showing that you're not meeting eye to eye on stuff. You probably going over old issues or old things in your life and kind of crying over them. You both is feeling at the time that maybe after because it's after Christmas that you spent too much money as a thing, but it's also showing that your union is still tight. It's just that you are not meeting eye to eye on physical things that you would usually be in unison about, and going over old issues that doesn't pertain to the here and now in your relationship. So I hope you like this reading. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Leave your comments at the bottom. You can thumb the video up or down, and I'll talk to you later.